everybody out there, my name is Dragnix, and this is ManaCollect. It's $6.29 on the Steam store, it's 10% off during its promotional period. It's anime meets competitive Minesweeper. Let's just let that sink in for a second. Alright, so that may be a little bit absurd coming from me, but it's pretty much true. The thing is that they twist the gameplay from the puzzle aspect of Minesweeper and make it competitive in a good way. Now, it's better, in my opinion, in a local multiplayer fashion, given the CPU and given the sort of chaos that can erupt from this and the mistakes that can be made, but keep in mind exactly what the strength of the game is in terms of a local multiplayer aspect of it, because that's where I think this game shines. When you've got just another buddy around you just wanting to play a game and sort of, going back and forth with it. We're going to play the story mode because there's two sections of it, and I find it easier to explain the mechanics in this first section rather than against an opponent. We got Horde here. The story is interesting. It's got a lot of anime elements to it. Her kitty is, super powerful for some reason. It's been experimented on. There's a guild. There are weird characters and lots of, flamboyant hair. Yeah, so it's your typical anime portion here, but we're here for the gameplay. So, you see these numbers. Now, what you're looking for are mana spots, and mana spots are given by the numbers here. So, for example, there's one spot connected to this. There's two connected to this one. And so you have to mark the sections in which you think a mana spot exists. Now, you'll notice that meter. Let that meter run out for you, just for the sake of this, playthrough. See, the thing is that you'll collect the mana after that meter is done. I would like to see a button to collect all the meter at that point, but they don't have that. But if you keep on collecting portions, like attempting to collect all elements that are on the board, you get bigger bonuses. There are multipliers. Now you saw there I missed because there was a 0 here and I hit the 2. Well, there are consequences to it. So in the battle section, it's a more prevalent because of the fact that you will actually lose all your tiles. In this section, I didn't lose all my tiles. I actually just collected what I had. That was stupid. But in the battle section, anything that you've marked becomes unmarked now. And your opponent now can grab it now that, you sort of gave it up, which is very interesting. It plays into the sort of risk and reward mechanic. Like, oh, well, I could go for, this one, but if I'm not entirely sure, and, my opponent's on the other side of the battlefield at this point, I may have to really think about going after this one. Now, you saw there I got a full collect. That means I collected all the tiles in one go around, and I got a huge bonus in terms of my health going into the battle that we're gonna have here. Damn it. Didn't notice that 0. Alright. My fault. Alright, there we go, and there we go, and can't be you. It's gotta be you. That's 2, that's 1. That's 1. That's 2. That's 2. So, simple enough. Now we'll introduce the battle mechanic. As we see here, we have Rona here, and they go through all their information, blah, 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 blue, blah, 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 and they're gonna fight. Yeah. Now, there's one other thing that you need to keep in mind, and it'll come up here with the skills. But first, we're gonna collect mana. Let's see here. It's that one. Now, I can't collect anything that he's collected unless if he screws up. And so it's a race of who can find up. He messed up. So now I can collect anything that he's got, but I want to make sure that, there's his skill. So he used this skill, and his skill is able to keep me away from a certain area for a period of time, which is pretty impressive. Now, how do I attack? Well, I use the A button, and it uses the mana that I collected to hit my opponent. Now, you'll notice that he has that number there too, though. You see, here's the thing. You can make a choice on whether or not to use your power that you've accumulated to defend yourself. Your attack will then be lowered based on how much you were able to defend, vice versa. The thing is, there are some times where you probably want to keep it around for another hit, because then your opponent's ready to be assaulted. Like there. I've got a huge advantage on him right now. I'm gonna lock his skill because I don't want him coming anywhere close to knocking me out at this point. 2. Oh boy. I think it's this one. There we go. Now he's missing a lot at this point, which is not normal from the CPU from what I've seen. Oh, and I missed. Oh boy. This could be bad. That one. That one. I'm missing one here. I know I'm missing one. Oh, it's a green one, that's why. He's gonna hit me now pretty intensely. Now, from a puzzle game aspect, this works rather well. The fact of the matter is that if you're facing another human character, it really becomes a, do I risk it? Oh, he screwed up. Maybe I can be a little bit more aggressive, or, oh God, he's about to kill me. I need to, you know, defend myself. There's a lot of tactics in this. Now, I will say from the aspect of balance, I find that some of the characters in question, some are seemingly a lot more powerful than others. Like, I don't like Helve's skill of, you know, being able to seal an action and delay an action for a little bit. There are actions that are able to, like, speed you up or, you know, block your opponent from moving, and that's pretty important. Can't find this other one. And he's gonna do max damage to me. You really have to pay attention at all times to this game because, again, just losing like one round in terms of sections of attacks that you can do, you will lose. You will lose no matter what you try. Which is sad, but true. Alright, 2 skill. I don't want you to be anywhere near this. 2, okay. There's 2 here. 1. Okay, you decided for me. Thank you, you suck. And yep, that's my death. Alright, so that shows off the main game's mechanics, and honestly, it does that really well. Now, the CPU to me is a little bit harder than it should be even on normal. Then again, I am trying to commentate while doing this, so keep that in mind. Now, there are other modes. There are tournament mode, there's a dungeon mode, which dungeon mode is more of a classical Minesweeper at this point, and I'll play 20 layers of it. Let's use the cat girl for some reason. Well, it's a cat girl, of course we're gonna use her. Alright, so yeah, this is typical Minesweeper at this point. So if you do like Minesweeper, this does do well in a traditional sense. You're collecting as much mana as possible, trying to go as fast as possible, and you won't face any enemies from my understanding in here. Now the board will get bigger over time with layers, as you saw there. So, that one, and that one, and that one. That one, and that one. And so, if you want a more traditional experience with Minesweeper, this may be for you. Now, I like the battle section a lot more just because of what it entails, but because of the back and forth nature of it. The fact of the matter is that it can really get chaotic, oopsies, with everything that's going on. Now, you only have a certain amount of misses with this section, so keep that in mind. So, at that left bar on my left-hand side there, keep that in mind, because if I screw up again, I think I'm done. Yep, I'm done. Apparently, I'm not very good at Minesweeper, and of course, a ranking, don't really care. But this is ManaCollect, and if you like Minesweeper and you wanted a more of a competitive manner, I think this is a game that you'll enjoy. Now, is the story mode any good? Not really. Is it lacking in online play? Yes. But if you want a local player to play against somebody of your home in sort of, you know, a quick puzzle-like manner, if you like games like Meteos, for example, an old school Nintendo DS, you'll like this game. Alright, this is Dragnix signing out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and keep on gaming. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a chance, leave some feedback and comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. This is Dragnix signing off, hoping that gaming brings as much fun to you as it does for me.